Meet the 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe. Now, this isn't the same Santa Fe as last year, it's actually the replacement for the Santa Fe Sport. But for 2019, Hyundai's decided to make the Sport the Santa Fe and the Santa Fe XL. That's actually a bit more confusing than it should be. Let's just hop behind the wheel and see how she drives. Okay, so aside from a new name, we've also got a new exterior design. The new Santa Fe is more upright as opposed to windswept like the old Santa Fe Sport. We've got a new front end that is reminiscent of the Hyundai Kona. I really like what's going on up there with the stacked headlights. Fun fact, the lights at the top are not the headlights. Those are the daytime running lights. The actual headlights are in the cluster down below them in the middle. That's kind of interesting. But overall, the look is just more SUV-like, a little bit more muscular. And I particularly like the sort of squared off wheel arches and the flat plane that's sort of around them that sort of emphasizes the verticality. Now on the inside, we've got a whole new look as well with this really nice beige on black interior we've got in this particular model. Hyundai is sort of the master of taking really low quality materials and just making a really nice looking cabin while still maintaining nice touch points for the leather steering wheel, the seats and things like that. Now one of my favorite new interior touches is this new cloth ceiling. It covers the entire roof and extends all the way down the A, B, and C pillars, and it just adds a little something special to this otherwise kind of budget feeling interior. Now under the hood, in this model, we've got a 2-liter turbocharged engine. That's an upgrade over the standard 2.4-liter non-turbo model. It's going to be mated with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and in this case make 235 horsepower and about 260 pound-feet of torque. That's a good amount of power and grunt for a car of this size, and it makes it feel nice and responsive both on the highway and around town. You can get this car in front-wheel drive or with an optional all-wheel drive system that's basically going to be front biased for most of the time. 50-50 is the best you can do on the torque split there. Now fuel economy isn't exactly the strongest point here. You're only getting around 22 miles per gallon combined with the turbocharged engine, and you can step up to around 25 if you step down to the 2.4 liter. That's about middle of the road for this class and not really anything to brag about. Hyundai says that they've emphasized emissions over outright fuel economy, and that's why this lighter Santa Fe doesn't get much better fuel economy than last year, but either way, it's going to be a little bit disappointing when it comes time to get to the pump. Now one area that the Santa Fe has greatly improved is in technology. For 2019, Hyundai's Smart Sense Safety Suite is standard on the Santa Fe. Try saying that 5 times fast. That means that even at the SE trim level with no option boxes checked, you're going to get forward collision warning with automatic braking assist and pedestrian detection. You get rear collision warning when you're reversing with automatic braking. You get lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring that'll actually steer you back into your lane if you try to merge into another car, as well as other safety features like adaptive cruise control that works in stop and go traffic. All of that, no option boxes checked at the base level. That's pretty interesting. In fact, the only new safety feature for 2019 that's an option is going to be a new rear seat occupant detection system. And what that does is it monitors the rear seat with a ultrasonic sensor for 24 hours after you get out of the car. So if you leave your dog sleeping back there, or heaven forbid your baby, and they move around, it'll actually notice that there's somebody back there beyond just a standard door sensor, and it'll send you a notification via the BlueLink telematics system. That'll come either as a text message or as a notification in the app or an email. It'll also honk the horn, so if you're near the car, it'll let you know somebody's back there. That's a pretty cool feature. Now speaking of BlueLink, we've got in the dashboard a very similar infotainment system to before. It's a big 8-inch system with Hyundai's BlueLink infotainment. It's a really good setup. The software is pretty much the same, but that's a good thing because we really like what they have here. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are still standard. In fact, the only new feature in the dashboard here is this new star button on the infotainment system that allows you to assign any shortcut to pretty much any part of the infotainment system to one touch. So if you want to put your home address under there so you don't have to go digging through the menus, you just tap that button and it'll take you right home. Or if you want to set it to turn off Bluetooth, you can do that as well. Overall, what Hyundai has done is created a, in my opinion, better looking, but also much more comfortable Santa Fe Sport with the new 2019 Santa Fe. The enhancements to the ride quality make this a very comfortable car to drive, and the enhancements to the powertrain make it actually pretty fun to drive as well, if not maybe the best when it comes to fuel economy. And of course, they've also got their other strong suits working for them, that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, and a price that's pretty competitive. The 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe starts at around $25,500. Now, that's a little bit more than the outgoing Santa Fe Sport, but you're getting a lot more standard equipment, especially that standard safety equipment, and Hyundai thinks that's still going to balance out to a really good value. However, with all the bells and whistles close to fully loaded, this Santa Fe Ultimate that we have right here is about a $36,000 car. Now, a big part of this redesign is the beefier look. Let us know, is this a good looking SUV? While you're down there, hit the subscribe button for even more cool car videos from the Roadshow crew.